I'm Sammy Lou.
Hi, I'm Tiggs.
And we are Cumedy Club.
Episode...
Oh my gosh, we're on like 9 now.
We're 9. Are we?
I think we are. Oh god, that's gone fast.
Is it that many, really?
Mm.
God. I just thought we were on like 5 or something.
No, oh my god.
I know
we're
5 was like
5.
way past, yeah. Wow, exciting times. So here for you today is sex...
Scandals.
Scandals, yes.
Sex scandals, the ins and outs of
The ins and outs of the celebrity sex scandals. Or
yes,
or
not
just
our own.
What Jean
Not
down the
each
street
other's.
is doing. Because I heard, Jean and Barry down the street.
Her brother.
They actually shag behind the bins. Can you imagine if there was actually a sex scandal on your street? I don't know anyone on my new
That's
street.
not from me.
Oh, yeah. I don't actually know anyone on my new street, so...
In the early days.
Actually, no, it is a bit of a scandal. I'm going to call them out. I don't even know them. But my neighbours, and plural, that him and his son both like to piss in the back garden.
Ew.
I know, right? That's a bit scandalous.
Ew.
I know.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, this is the worst bit. Quick story time. Selena was bouncing on the trampoline and she went, the neighbours are in the garden. And I went, let me throw their ball back because it had gone over our fence. I go to stand on the plant pot. I lifted my head up. I went, excuse. And I ducked straight back down. I saw the child's 14 maybe year old boy.
Boy.
Little boy. And then it gets better. Well, it gets worse actually. It's not even better. So I ducked straight down. Obviously, I was like, Selena, do not bounce on the trampoline. Let's get in the house. We were hiding. Went in the house. Fine. Forgot all about it. Say 2 weeks later, Selena's innocently bouncing on the trampoline again. Ma'am! I went, what? She came in, she went, the dad's just got his willy out and had a pee. So I've borderline witnessed child weeing, and she's witnessed his dad.
Oh my
I
god.
said, well, you're going to have to go around and speak with him. This is, what kind of...
They need to start using their toilet.
I know. Why are they pissing in the back garden? What's that
I don't know
about?
men tend to do. If someone's in the toilet and they've got one toilet,
I know.
men will happily go outside and
Stop
pee.
it outside, but I think that's disgusting. It's unsanitary, and there's girls, a lot of girls present.
I know, and kids.
I know.
Like, if you know,
and I saw their kid, and I felt like, well, a little bit noncy, if I'm honest. I didn't know what to do. I felt like, do I belong on the register now? Like, what do I do? So it's
only if you enjoyed it.
No, definitely didn't. Definitely didn't. I don't like a prepubescent. I'm not Bonnie Blue. We'll touch on her later.
Yeah, later, yes.
But no, that was a bit scandalous. So that's probably as far as sex scandal goes in my street. It's not really a sex scandal, but yeah, that was a little bit.
Ew.
I know. I didn't know. We haven't said anything, but I feel like Will's gonna have to go around and address the
100%.
issue if it happens again. Or
Yeah, especially in the summer when like
God, it's gonna be stinking as well.
Selena's going to want to be like
on a trampoline every day.
all the time. You're going to have the whiff of piss
careful,
everywhere.
it's like a sausage party.
You're going to have a barbecue and you just smell the whiff of piss float through the air.
Oh, I hope not. Sorry, neighbours. I don't even know which number they are, but yeah, the joys of living in a, like where all your houses, all the gardens back onto each other. Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, it's not great.
Especially if that's happening.
It's not great. I know. So,
but other than that,
my
how's
interesting
your
little story time?
month been?
Yeah, it's been good. Well, January it's normally the most longest depressing month ever, isn't it? But actually, it went pretty quick. Nothing really to write home about. Can't really remember what we've been doing. Went to Leeds.
Yes, you did.
That was all right. That was good. Very drunk, a bit drunk and debauchery. Went to the Alchemist.
Oh yes, how was that?
It was good. We did the Icons bottomless brunch. So
is that unlimited cocktails?
It is, and we actually got through about 6, which is quite good for. It's an hour and a half.
Are they all fancy ones though?
They are. There's a set amount on there. So with the Alchemist, they have the chemistry. That's the whole point of it, isn't it? Chemistry and cocktails. So there was a few on the list. There was a couple of smoking dry ice ones. One that changed colour. One that they did some smokiness to it and you poured it out. It was quite good. It was nice. And then there was a couple of just ones that had one had a marshmallow foam on top. So that one was really tasty. And
you got through 6.
But that's all it was an hour and a half. It was, I think it's £30 and you got 3 cocktails.
£10 more,
£10 extra and you get unlimited. So 6 was pretty decent.
Yeah. Not compared to our Old Bay days though.
Oh, we topped 13, didn't we? I think that was our absolute peak. Yeah, that's not bad going.
We went to Old Bay Lincoln.
Did you?
It was banging there.
Was it good?
So good, so much better than Peterborough.
Was it? Oh, Peterborough, up your game.
I know, you got an arrival drink. So as soon as you sit down, they give you a drink. They do like a vote what the best cocktail is through the staff, and you get it as soon as you come in.
That's
so you don't have to wait for them to get a drink.
Because there's nothing worse, is there? You get so aggy when you're waiting. I say that's me. Get so aggy. I hate waiting for that first drink. All you see is the clock's ticking, and you're like, "Hello, drinking time." But I don't know about you, but I'm not feeling like I just don't like alcohol much these days anymore. I don't know if it's the winter or if it's just that I've grown up and I just like a nice social acceptable drink now. I'm just not built for bottomless anymore. I'm really not.
We used to do it all the time, didn't we?
Did. And we'd carry on
after.
Yeah. I think the thing with that is though, Turtle Bay bottomless, it's brutal, isn't it? They really do keep the drinks flowing.
But I've never got absolutely para from there. Because it's not like cocktails, it's all very juice based, isn't it? I've never got absolutely hammered where I can't even remember leaving the place.
I beg to differ.
What, of me? Have you seen me in the States?
Exactly that. No, I beg to. You are right. I beg to differ. I normally leave hammered. I mean, I've vomited probably on 3 occasions after a Turtle Bay bottomless because I think I'm Billy Big Balls over here downing all these drinks, and then they all come back, and I'm just like, no, I can't. And it just ruins me. And actually, my daughter did the same. She got in this last weekend, just gone with my ID. Might I add, security there needs to up their game. And she was putting 4 straws. She had 4 straws in 4 drinks. The reggae raspberry. Of course,
and drank it.
And drank all 4 of them. I know, right? That's my girl. But then she was absolutely white girl wasted. Nearly she goes, I was passed out on the floor. At the point of couldn't move, so they put her in the car, her friend's car, drove her home. She threw up all in the car. They took her in, put her to bed. They were very good boys, bless. It was her partner and his friend. Put her to bed, and then they went to go and clean the sick out the car.
It's always for sick.
I don't know. I think they got it properly cleaned. It cost her a lot of money because obviously she paid for it. And that was a lesson on how not to drink 4 cocktails at Turtle Bay. But she wants to do a bottomless for her birthday, for her 18th.
Oh, does she?
That would be fun.
Are you going with her?
Yeah, that's it. She wants me to come, so...
Ooh.
I know, I'll probably be bottomless and then I'll be in bed.
She'll be looking after you.
She will, and I'll be in bed.
She'll be holding your hair back.
Yeah, we've got that, and I do dread the minute she's 18 and actually legal and can just go around willy-nilly drinking.
It's like Cody.
I know. It's hard, isn't it?
Drink whenever he wants now.
I know, go and get in places and do whatever, and I dread it. Exactly.
But I got my freedom back. No, I'm joking.
I will be very excited to have one of my children turn to adults.
Yes.
So, but with that comes the responsibility of letting her grow up. I
know it's hard to let go,
especially
when you're like
especially with. I mean, obviously, it leads on to our topic today with the kind of generation they're from. It's very much a generation of online based. They all social media, and a lot of girls and guys want to enter this world of OnlyFans or camming or content creators and influencers, and because a lot of it, I mean, from our day. Who was our inspirations? Girls of the Playboy Mansion.
Big Kimmy Kardashian.
Kimmy K. What did she do? She sucked someone off. Was that it? It was pretty basic sex tape, wasn't it?
She taught me
with
that sex tape. I've never seen it.
No.
But I've been heard about it. The one thing she taught me was, if you ever get videoed sucking someone off, do a fucking good job, because if it gets out there, everyone can see it. You don't look like you did a bad sucker. Do you know what I mean, though? If everyone's going to see it, you want it to at least be a good suck. Do you know what I mean?
At least make it, okay. You want to make it look good, but I mean, is that all she did? I've never
basically, I think what happened was,
it's not out there, is it, anymore?
No, so she got 5 million back from the entertainment people who put it out there in the internet. So she wasn't even claim to fame or anything.
No,
it's just before meeting the Kardashians, the show that they started.
Yeah.
So the video came out, and then
off the back of that, they got the Kardashian deal.
I think it was something like that, but I know it was around that time.
It was just her boyfriend, wasn't it?
Ray J.
Ray J, that was
something
not
like that.
OJ. I was about to say OJ Simpson. OJ Simpson? No.
That is a different
That
scandal.
would have been scandal. No, so literally, I think that. So obviously, like you say, when was this? This was fucking what?
2007?
Early 2000s, wasn't it? Yeah.
Or maybe, yeah.
So, early 2000s. So she did that. and off the back of that became wildly successful.
She's probably like one of the most famous people in the world.
And that was, and I don't think, do you think it was ever planned? Do you think it was?
Oh, come on, if it was, they're very clever because it fucking look where they've got her.
Yeah, because I think obviously back then revenge porn wasn't a thing, clearly, because it wasn't her that leaked it, was it? It was the boyfriend.
Well, I know there's some people who say she did leak it because of publicity stunt.
There you go then. So
But
that's what I'm
who
thinking.
knows?
You'll never know, will you? You'll never get to the bottom of it. That was probably one of the biggest like scandals for back then, wasn't it? And it was like, oh my god,
That's probably one of the
sex
first sex scandals we've probably heard about.
Yes, because do you remember, was it Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee Smith?
Yes, their sex tape.
They did the same sort of thing, didn't they? It came a little while after, but theirs was apparently, I think they did leak theirs. Like she wasn't bothered by that. No, it was Tommy. Who was it? Tommy Lee Jones?
Yes,
I don't know.
think so.
Tommy Lee someone. But it was him. And I know that her sex tape apparently was a lot better than Kimmy K's. But yet that didn't seem to create such controversy. Maybe because Pamela was already known for
and it didn't shock anyone. It wasn't a shock factor.
No. But again, that's like,
because I think when Kim came out, when she first like started coming around like the media, she looked like a good girl.
Exactly, she
And
was a
then
young good girl,
yes,
wasn't she? From a
she's
good
hanging around
family.
Paris Hilton,
Oh,
who's very much like a girly girl.
But again, another one who done a sex tape. So I find it hard. Like they really say Kim K has got a business mind. How she turned that small thing into a massive multi-million billion to be fair, and all of them are now, all of their names off the back of that. But could you ever imagine, I mean, you obviously don't have a daughter, but I couldn't imagine aspiring my daughter to be like, right, go out there, suck a dick, leak the vid and get famous.
Well, it depends how famous she got off it, I suppose. And if you got famous a long time with it.
See, and that's where I draw the line.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I would be like, go exploit him for the money. Don't put yourself out there. But that's what leads me on to like thinking a lot of young girls think it's as simple as that. Oh, well, if they done it, or I'll go on OnlyFans and I'll make some content. And I just think as a parent,
it's a sad reality of life these days.
It is. It's more so because I don't think they understand the repercussions. It's all good and well, fine, fair enough. It's your body, and if you are confident in it, and you might not mind that your mum or dad or granddad might see your genitalia on the internet, then fine. But it's more so, I think, the backlash for everyone else that suffers, and later in life when you want
kids,
that to
you've
go
got a
away,
job. Like when that goes away, like you've got a job. Like once it's out there, employers are going to see it.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Because, and not being funny, it's in a world where employers would search you on Facebook, on Insta. They do a background check.
Don't they? They do, because especially if their company is going to be hiring you, especially depending if you're in like the media or even if their company is quite big, they need to know that you're not going to bring it into disrepute. You're not going to be like some dark secrets out there. But
and essentially make them look bad in another business way with another business structure.
Yeah. But I think though, your life choices, I know you say, well, I know we've all been on, we sound like we're so old now and boring, like we've all been there, like, but I know now from experience that in my wildly crazy days, I cringe now at the thought, like I have a son, and I think if he saw that, I'd be mortified if he saw, so disclaimer, I haven't made a sex tape, by the way, that sounds like I'm just...
Liar! I've seen it! I'm leaking it! She told me to!
But, you know, like I've done, God, I just don't think what I've done, but like, even
I've
silly
done sex
things.
Tapes. I wouldn't do it. I don't think. When I was younger, you don't think, do you?
And you've done that with like partners.
Her partners, yeah.
But now you're covered slightly in the sense of revenge porn. Okay, you could get the tape removed once it's out there. That's the thing you have to live with, isn't it?
Because that's where it goes. Do you remember Bear?
Yes.
That's where I first heard about revenge porn, is when he put a video of him and that girl.
Georgia, wasn't it?
Yes,
Girlfriend.
and that's just heartbreaking. Did you watch the documentary on that? I think it's a documentary.
Yes, but correct me if I'm wrong, didn't it come out and transpire that she was actually in it as well? It was all for the clout.
But he went to prison for it.
He did, but she stayed with him. When he got sent down, she was very much there, claiming how brokenhearted she was and all of this, but then apparently it transpired that actually she was in on it and she knew about it, and she'd ended up taking him back or something like that. So it really just laughs in the face of everyone that has been through something like that. He is actually a disgusting human being.
Oh, he's awful.
He is a vile, isn't he? I was
Awful.
speaking to Will with him about him the other week, actually. And that the persona he gives off is just disgusting. Like, I hate the way he just violates women, even the way he speaks.
I know, he cropped up on my Insta the other day, and he's in Brazil or something.
Is he? So he's out of prison and he's just...
Yeah, and I just thought, oh, what a creep.
He is, isn't he? Everything about him is disgusting. And I feel like he exploits women for all the wrong reasons. Whereas you don't really hear about women exploiting men. Like,
is that because men don't want to admit that they have been exploited? So because they feel weakened by it, and it's not normally like, it's more of like, not going to say it to their mates as much because women are very talkative. Do you know what I mean? Women are very with their emotions. Men are a bit more like, I don't want to talk about it. Do you think that's
so they just keep it? But how do you exploit men? So because obviously this big thing with Bonnie Blue, which we'll go into more detail with, but a lot of the backlash from that, I've been hearing that because you know very well she claims to sleep with barely legal men as well as barely breathing and husbands. But the barely legal part, there's
men,
mothers,
they're boys.
I know, you can't call them men, can you? The mothers have been claiming that their sons are being exploited. And I just don't understand how you can exploit men, like in that sense. They have to be willing participants.
Is she nailing down on their weakness, which is a lot of men, is sex?
And the fact that they are, a lot of them prepubescent, like they are virgins, they have no experience,
and they're just going to say I banged a porn star, just as to tick it off their bucket list.
What? Yeah, I suppose. So in a sense, maybe she is exploiting their vulnerability in the fact that, because she claims that she does this as an education purpose. She claims she's educating them on what consent is, educating them on what women like, or what she likes per se, because she can't speak for all of us, and then claiming that she's educating them on what they like. My only problem with that is I don't really see how, what was it, 1,057 dicks in 12 hours, in not just one in one hole at a time. I mean, we're filling all holes, and they're all balaclavaed up, and there was like 30 to 40 around her in a room.
But do you know what her main thing with those boys are? She's given them a false pretense of what sex is really like. Not every woman is like open to legs and just bring it on in. Do you know what I mean?
And she claims to like it rough, and you know, and as you said, what does that do for these men that then think, oh, this is how women like it? Or they perhaps might then not have the respect for women that they next meet, because they're going to just rock up to a girl and be like, well, you know, get on your back, open your legs, this is how Bonnie Blue likes it. It's, yeah, I do think you're right. It creates a damaging view on what they like. But I just think it's, I mean, I'm going to call it straight out and say it's bullshit, because there's no education part to it. This
is clearly done for a PR stunt.
Exactly. And credit to her, because I think actually she's a very clever girl. She is absolutely talked about in every aspect of media at the moment, isn't she? Whether that be good or bad. But
some people see any publicity as good publicity.
Exactly.
But also, again, she's a one-trick pony.
Yes.
This is what she does. How many times is she going to do an event like this, and then it's going to be coverage? So it literally is, what is she going to do after this? Exactly. What can she do?
And that's where I think she's clever, in the sense of, okay, she is getting her name out there. But like Sammy Lou says, it's a one-trick pony. How many times do we want to hear, oh, Bonnie Blue's done another event, and Bonnie Blue's had this many this time? Like, I spoke to my partner about it, and he said, actually, perhaps years ago, as a younger man, he would have been like, yeah, like he would be down to do that. But as a more mature male, he sees it in a complete different aspect from what it is. Like, women hate her because they probably see it as she is tiring us all the same. Oh, women are dirty. You're slaggy, you're a slut. Whatever she is, you can't deny the fact that she's fucking clever, because she is rolling in it right now. She's top of the media, and her sales, whatever you call it, from OnlyFans has probably gone through the roof.
Oh, God, yeah.
But,
like we said, one-trick pony.
How long does that last? And then what is the repercussion for her after that? That's what I would like to
So when she
think.
wants to start a family, when she wants a partner, when she wants to do a different career, or what do her parents think? I know, like, I've done a bit of OF, but, like, there's literally
Did you ever consider your parents in that? Like, do you feel like it's your life and you'll do what you want, and it's for them to basically deal with, kind of thing. How did you feel about that? Like, how did you consider your parents at all? Or did you just think,
honestly,
yeah,
no. At the time I loved it because it was making me a bit of money. It was it boosts your confidence. It's really I actually did enjoy doing it. Yeah. And I remember going to my dad, and my dad's like, "What are you doing these days?" I was like, "Dad, I'm on OF," and he's like, "What's that?" I said, "Basically, I'm a porn star now." He's like, "What?" But I'm very out there anyway.
I know.
But no, I'd never do it again.
No.
I haven't done it since I got with my current partner.
Yeah.
And I would never do it. And even if me and him split now, I still wouldn't go back there.
You feel like it was the time of your life. You did what you did, and like you say, yeah.
But then it gets to the point where you feel downgraded.
Yes.
Because you're only wanted for one thing.
Yeah. And so you feel like, actually, in a sense, it isn't as glamorous as it's made out to be. And do you know now where that content is obviously you've closed down everything, but how safe are these things? Because I see all the time that people are screen recording content or saving it and downloading it. And although, yes, as per the T's and C's on these websites, that is forbidden, people don't listen to that, do they? And like yourself, obviously you're a bit older, you're maturer, you're settled down, you're happy, you've got your family. It perhaps doesn't have such a knock-on effect. But these young girls, it's all very good and well now, but later in life, are they always going to be tarred with that stigma?
Well, I know someone who is on OnlyFans, and they had a fake Instagram pop-up of them. And they'd obviously got all her content from OF, and is selling it.
Do you see? So there's that side of it as well. You just don't think of all these things, do you? But
I think that's just a young mind. You think, I could be an influencer, I could be it just sounds so
live
glamorous.
In the here and now.
And the thing is, it's in the Instagram and the reels that you see these people have amazing lives and they're going places and doing things. Life ain't like that.
No.
Especially at the beginning, you got to work your fucking ass up to get somewhere. Do you know what I mean?
I think a lot of people's problem with sex and why everything's so scandalous, because what deems it a scandal, really? I think sex is such a taboo subject, and people find it hard to deal with. They find it hard to swallow, they find it hard to hear about, and that is why I think a lot of the time the porn industry has got such a name for it, when in actual fact it is probably, well, I mean, it's been around since 1969. That in itself is pretty good. But back then it wasn't as taboo. Sex was normal. Do you know, back in Greek and Roman times, they all had fucking orgies, like men shagged with men, women, they had no names, no labels, they just took sex for what it was, which is pleasure. Eyelashes were originally invented for porn stars as cumbrellas. They were to stop getting jizz in your eye.
Oh, so, could do that with eyelashes, they'd ruin them.
Could do with that mine. Look at these short bitches.
Oh my god.
So, they ain't saving nothing. They don't like you over there.
No. I said to Matty the other day, I was like, get my lashes back on next week. So if you want to come in my face, do it now. When my lashes are there, you cannot come near my eyes.
Not come near my eyes.
This bit like this. Nowhere near the eyes.
That's why you get glasses. That's what they're for. You get
goggles.
Wipe it off. Goggles. Can you imagine? I'm ready for you with your goggles. But no, like.
So do you think it's a taboo because the older generation, it wasn't like today? Because I don't think it's really a taboo for our generation. I think just about our generation, but now like our kids' age.
Yes,
that's okay to talk about it because you've got Bonnie Blue doing all that, talking about it everywhere.
What I mean, and that's why there's such a divide, because I suppose though there's still a divide even with people our age, isn't there? I think it really depends on your background, how you're brought up,
how sexual you are.
I was brought up in, now I might out myself here, but I'm just gonna say it. I was brought up in a home where naked bodies, our bodies. We were all females, by the way, might I just add, in case people get weird about that. There was no nonsense about it. We grew up in a house where my mum, even my stepmom, freely walked around naked because we were girls and our body is nothing to be ashamed of. I have grown up like that. I still, to this day, am the same. Not so much when my son's in the house, because obviously he is a teenage boy and he doesn't want to see that. But when they were younger, I will walk around the house naked because I don't want my kids to see a naked body and be like, or not see a naked body, sorry, because then I feel like they are more inclined to want it. That's when I think kids, if they are kept away from everything sex and things like that, they're desperate to know what a penis is, or they want to know these things. Whereas I grew up very open, very liberal. Okay, albeit probably had the adverse effect on me because I was sexually active from a younger, not legal age. But I feel like me being like that with my children, I know none of my girls are bothered. They're like, yeah, boobs are boobs, fanny's fannies. Like, when they did see their dad, probably the one time he was butt naked, they were like, ugh, wrinkly balls, and it was gross, and it creeped them out, and they never wanted to go near a willy. So look at that. Who's winning here? But I think there's a lot of families, that are quite prudish about it, and we're like, oh my God, like...
Like, I remember once, so when I was not young, so I was like a teenager, and we were watching something about Mary.
Mm-hmm.
And then, do you know in the spunk?
Yeah,
and I was watching with my mum and dad, and my dad was like, don't think this is acceptable. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's very like, you can't do that sort of, like, see that sort of stuff.
I think you're from quite a regimented family.
Well, my dad's in the army, isn't he?
Yeah. And
so I don't know how the hell I've turned out the way I am, because my sister's the dead opposite.
But it's so funny you should say that, because me and Will were talking about this. So I was talking about when I first met your dad, and how he's like very sergeant major, and he was like, oh, you should keep better friends, Samantha. And I was like I'm the bad influence.
Yeah.
And we went on to saying how, and obviously Will was like, how then, if she came from such a strict family, did she end up so wild? And I was like, well, because clearly that goes to show that when you are restricted, you just needed to break free. Like, obviously, yes, your sister is very much 2.4 children, university, whatever, straight down the line. You're just the biggest fucking squiggle ever. Like, you just had to go out and break the mold.
But that's why I think my dad struggles, because he doesn't understand me and my sister are both brought up the same way, yet we are so bloody different.
Mm-hmm. You are polar opposites. But that's where I do think, like, that's where, no matter your upbringing, like nature versus nurture, the whole kind of thing with that, I think it is just personal to you. I think you're either born sexually active and fucking horny, or you're not. Like, and I just think that's why sex is such an uncomfortable subject for certain people, because, like, I freely don't like watching it sometimes when it's really staged, because I just find it cringy and I don't know where to look. But then I'm actually also very adventurous anyway, so I find it weird. Why is that? Why do I find it such a awkward to watch? Like with Bonnie Blue, I find it, as a woman, I have no disrespect towards her, because I think, fair play, girl,
she didn't
do
nothing
what
wrong
you've
to
got
us.
to do.
Do what you've got to do.
But I just find it like...
Do you find it quite sad?
I don't know if I find it sad. I find it just doesn't sit right with me. Something doesn't sit right about it. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I look past the fakeness of her trying to sell this like it's a glamorous lifestyle and like she really enjoys it. But does she actually go home and, like you say, feel degraded and cry into her pillow?
Has she even got a partner?
I don't know. Has she had a partner? I did some research on her, and it seemed that she was a seemingly normal girl she's up north. She went to Australia for a couple of years and left her office job. And then she started camming. That's where she started. She said it built her confidence and she quite enjoyed it. And then she said she realised it helped her find what she liked, helped find out what men liked. And then, of course, so she stepped onto a more, obviously, notorious platform of OnlyFans. And I think it just spiralled from there. So I do think it sort of snowballs. It has a snowball effect, doesn't it? You start this thing thinking, a little bit of money, a little bit of attention. And then it gets bigger and bigger. But... where does it stop? Like, does she... because I know Becky Mills, to jump people, she's freely said she doesn't care about men. She doesn't care about relationships. She is happy making millions. Like, this girl is minted.
She's clever.
And she's not bothered. But why is she not talked about as a big sex scandal? Like, she's out here getting many, many penises in her. But because she approaches and conducts herself so differently, she doesn't seem to get as much press from it. And then you've got really young girls that are probably inspiring young girls. That's where I think it sits not right with me. I think it's what she stands for and what I look at my daughters. And like I've always openly said, whatever career they choose, I will support them, but I want to educate them. I want them to know, okay, if you want to be a porn star, I'm not going to sit there and be like, I'll film your content for you, open them legs. But I would support my daughters and educate them on the fact that, okay, this is what you want, fine, but this is the darker side of things. And I think that girls in that industry and guys should have a duty, a responsibility to show that side of things.
Yeah.
Because Bonnie was saying she didn't like how unauthentic OF was. She was saying that she doesn't like how like when you switch positions, it's all off camera, it's all edited out, so it looks very glamorous and fake. But
she's doing the same now.
Well, that's what I mean. Because how is she making it any better?
Because I've seen the videos of the people in the queue. They all got balaclavas and stuff. Like it's just horrific.
Yeah. And have you seen the video of her after where she just
talks about the cleanup? She talks about the cleanup. It's so bad. I just think, oh my God.
I didn't.
She
see
said
that
in the
part.
video saying, "Does someone want to come and help do the cleanup?" And there's like condoms all over the floor.
I heard it, and blue rags and
yeah.
No, so me and we watched earlier. Did you hear the part where she was like, yeah, it was all good. Lost a few condoms inside me. She was like, I like fishing though, so I had to fish one out.
So what about STIs and STDs? How's she promoting that?
Apparently she's been tested after twice and she's clean, and they've had to undergo. Well, obviously they had to wear a condom, but exactly if one's ended up inside of it, how do you not know some like pre-cum has or anything else, or how do you know which one it was from? Because
if there's two, then there's two.
I heard that there was sometimes two in at once. I mean,
well,
there was
I heard
30 to 40 men around
at a time, yeah, because I was told that I read up on this thing. This guy said he's haunted by it. He did smash her though because he was young. But he said, I think I sent you the article where he said he's mortified because there's like 30, 40 men around her at a time, and they thought they were getting like a minute each or one to one,
and it was all very private. But then he sort of contradicted that, didn't he? Because he'd said in that article, it was really like intimidating and I didn't do it. But then his social media led later down to believe that he did, because he was like, yeah, of course I cheated Bonnie Blue or whatever he called it. So
cheated, yes.
Cheated. That's a word I've never heard actually. So I do think. I think it will fizzle out pretty quickly. But how long do you think this one will mature? Do you think it will go down in the history of sex scandals? Because, you've got...
Well, I'm not being funny. I didn't even know the person before her who set the record, it was like 927 or something. I didn't even know about that.
No, I didn't.
So, and I think that would have been quite a big thing. Just nearly under 1,000 men.
And she was in 24 hours.
Yeah.
She did it over a longer period.
I never even heard of that.
No, I haven't.
I thought that would be... But do you think it's because the social media now is so big? That back then when it did happen, when the original person did it.
I don't know how long ago it was either, do you?
No.
I don't know what makes you think, I'm going to set a record for that. Like,
out of all the things you could set a record for.
Yeah. It really just, I don't know. I feel like she knew what she was doing. She thought, right, this is going to make me a lot of money. And maybe she thought, right, this is going to blow up big. And then it's going to fizzle out quick. And she's going to not be known for that, but she's going to have enough following and enough fans or whatever.
Oh, you don't know, there could be a reality TV with her. Anything could just be a spin-off. And the thing is, people would watch it. People slag her off, but I bet everyone will bloody watch it because I want to know what's going on.
You're fucking, what is it they say? Your haters are your biggest supporters.
Biggest fans.
That is it, yeah.
Your haters are the ones who can watch the closest.
They are, it's intriguing. That's what it is. And people want to know about it. But I wonder how long it's going to last and how long... Because it is everywhere. Everywhere you look. My social media is everywhere. The stories are still coming out. Have you seen anything about her parents anywhere, though? I want to see, I
know there hasn't been, anyone reached out to me.
I know, because can you imagine, your mum's like, I don't know, imagine her Bonnie Blue's mum's a fucking churchgoer and she's there. God.
The dad's the priest.
Dad's a priest, the mum's a fucking nun. And
the organ
Because that must
player.
be her stage name, obviously, Bonnie Blue. That can't be her registered birth name because no one uses that, do they? But I wonder, obviously, you put the face out there, so no matter what, even if it's not your real name, people are going to know, aren't they? I don't know.
But we seen that picture, didn't we?
Oh yeah,
which was a bit
of her. Where did you find that? Did you search
someone
it?
Noticed. Did I search it?
Because I was in
someone told me about it, and it's on Pornhub.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
so it's literally there. It was so funny. Where was I when you sent me it? What did I say I was?
Cheerleading competition.
Sat in rows and rows of people. And why did I got a thing, Bonnie Blue's clit looks like this, and of course I had to open it. And actually, what did we...
There's an actual thing called...
It's called a clit dick.
Yeah, because it looks like a dog's lipstick.
When you said that was it.
Do you know the dog lipstick?
It looks like a dog lipstick.
It does.
And I had to open it and I was like this.
But that's an actual thing.
Yeah, so Will told me, because I went, oh look, have you seen her clit? And I was like, look at it. Obviously, no shame, because we know they all come in different shapes.
Yeah, all different sizes. No shame.
Some of them look like fucking ham sandwiches and some of them look like they're not there. But I was like, oh... okay, wow, this is different. But then, Will said it's just like a clit dick.
I've never seen anything like that before.
No, I haven't. Normally, if anything, the clit's like small and impossible to find. Hers is fucking engorged.
Pumping. Blood. Veins on it.
Do you think that was after the 1,000 men? Do you think?
No, it wasn't, because he was in one porno. Can you imagine what it was like after 1,000 men?
God.
Oh my God.
That's what led me to think as well, like, fuck, she must have been sore.
Yeah.
That's a serious
Unless she
pounding.
used a lot of lube.
I know, but even, do you think, like, even if they had, so, because I don't know, she was talking about the record, did it have to be, like, a certain amount of pumps, or did it, because they don't have to do it to completion, obviously.
Yeah.
Fuck me, she'd still be there now, wouldn't she? Although, would she? That's why she pecs barely legal, isn't it?
Yeah, so they're
'Cause
faster.
they're, like, 2 pumps and a squirt.
Yeah, 2 pumps and finished.
Yeah.
Next!
But I just think, wow, you've got to be sore. Like, fucking hell. And she should have got endorsements by Durex, because fucking hell, she would have made a killing that day.
I know.
And, like, I want to know who provided the condoms.
Did they have to bring one with them?
Did they bring
a
their
condom.
own?
Instead of a plus one, bring a condom.
Don't bring a plus one, bring a condom. What if, like, they
No
did-
condom, no entry.
no condom, no coming in. But yeah, surely she would have had to use her own, because I wouldn't trust these men, would you?
You'd poke
They'd
it
be
in.
poking holes in, impregnating Bonnie Blue. Fucking hell, that'll be the next scandal.
Who's the
Bonnie
baby
Blue
dadda?
pregnant, but
Who's the
dad?
baby dadda?
Comes from a voluntary DNA test. And they're like,
Can you all come back?
can you all come back, please? Apparently, a lot of the men were black men as well. Don't know what that was all about, but it's maybe they like the innocent blonde blue.
She's far from innocent.
You had a voice. I didn't
Oh.
realise she was as northern as she was.
She is, isn't
Quite-
she?
Yeah, and I don't think she's overly like anything special. Is she natural? Do you know? Has she had?
I think maybe she's had
enhancements?
lips.
Like, yeah, she had boob job. From that photo, I couldn't tell. I think she looks fairly. Do you know what? What I do like about her is she looks fairly normal. Because I noticed, you know, in
Average.
that photo, she had a little tummy roll. You know, she didn't look like she had overly massive boobs. She looked quite natural, quite.
Yeah, but what happens
normal.
with money? Change. So what if she gets all this money? What's she going to do and enhance herself so she gets more of an audience?
Speaking of celebrities that have enhanced themselves, we used to love her once upon a time. The old shrine to the KP, Katie Price.
Oh my God, I still love her.
I knew you
We
would.
love a Katie Price.
Not so much these
But
days.
what is happening to her?
I know. She's not been at the surrounding of any scandals, has she really? I would have expected more from KP.
Just marriage scandals.
marriage, getting preggo from a few days. Is she pregnant now? She was, wasn't she? She's
No,
not
she wasn't
now.
pregnant now.
She was with the new boyfriend, I'm sure. Unless it was a bit clickbait on the internet. But I'm sure she was. Because she's got... Remember her ex, her last one, she's got Bunny and Jet with?
Yeah.
Kieran Hayler.
Yes.
He was a stripper.
Yes.
And he was quite... I met him before she married him. That's my
Did
claim to
you?
fame. I've got a photo of him. Yep, me and him. But he was... Obviously, I act like me and him. Bezies, you know, like that. No, we was at one of them ladies.
He's got a
nights.
restraining order, by the way.
I blocked on all his socials. No, but he was a stripper, and so I was at a ladies' night. They used to do him, remember? There at the Crescent.
Yes.
And we'd go, and the strippers would be there, and yeah, so I had to pay for a photo with him. It's my claim to fame, you know.
Mine's Zach Dingle from Emmerdale.
Where did you meet him?
I went to Emmerdale when I was younger to see them film.
That's
And he said, but to be
hilarious.
fair, the best name to fame, whatever it's called, was Alan Shearer.
Oh shit.
I was doing an event, and it was a football event, and I asked if I could take a picture of him. But he's the
Love
grumpiest
that.
person I've ever met.
Really?
So grumpy.
Is he?
So grumpy.
Well, he doesn't seem it.
I know,
He
he's
seems
just grumpy
really
that
like
day.
happy-go-lucky. I'd say, I mean, my claim to fame is pretty shit. Vicky Patterson, I met her. She came in the salon I used to work at.
Yes.
Again, another one who's been at the head. I wouldn't say sex scandals, but Geordie Shore. Like, remember when that used to be? That used to be like the original, like, OG OnlyFans, didn't it? But on TV.
Do you think they'd be able to do something like that nowadays? Because it encourages sleeping around,
No.
encourages drinking.
No.
I don't think they'd be able
No.
to do it these days.
But do you think, because do you remember when that come out? Like, I used to look at that and I used to be like, oh my God, like, have some self-respect. I do think that gave them a bad name.
But now look at them all now. They've got kids and they've
Mhm.
got... Do you know
And
what I
they
mean?
all seem to live a relatively normal life. So maybe what happens in the here and now really isn't as deep as we think it is. Because maybe, you know, like you say, so what was Geordie Shore, 10 years ago? I mean, Vicky's just got married. So she's with a guy called Ekan, I think. He's like Egyptian or something. She's so happy. She's
she's
doing
got a
like...
kid.
Yeah.
Charlotte's
Charlotte's got
got a second
two,
kid on the
hasn't she? Sophie has got... I'm sure she's
No, Sophie's with that guy from
Sophie's
Anyways Essex.
with the nice guy. No, not Sophie. What's the other one? Charlotte's best friend.
Holly.
Holly, that was it.
She's
yeah.
a footballer.
Yeah, and she's having a baby. Also had it already.
And she's the worst one at the beginning.
Yeah.
Do you remember where she got really drunk? And now look at her. She gets endorsed by family brands.
It's great. So maybe, yeah. And everyone knows where they came from. Maybe then Bonnie's actually.
Yeah, but there's a
really
difference.
clever.
Them sleeping with like people within their house. And then they're sleeping with like 1,000 odd men.
But yeah, I suppose. But maybe it is just the new age Geordie Shore. And now it's done behind closed doors, not publicly televised. You've got to pay for it if you want to see it. And
because you know, Becky Mill.
Yeah.
She did. I'm a celebrity.
Yes.
I watched a little bit of it, but I didn't.
Did you?
But it was quite funny.
I actually subscribed to her. Can't lie. 1 month because she did a little 50% off, and pure curiosity because like she does a thing called Sex Flicks, and I think it's fucking brilliant. It's like a play on words, and she makes funny pornos, really.
The recent one is a take on Wicked.
Yeah, it was Dickhead, yeah. I did think that was... I don't know if I like that one so much, but when she did like Barbie, Life in the Cream House, that was funny.
Little Mermaid,
Harry Potter.
Little Sperm Maid.
And the Little Sperm Maid, that one. Yeah, they were all pretty funny. I do like some of them. Harry Potter cracked me up, though. And the Prisoner of Ask Gangbang.
That's hilarious.
I just think the title was brilliant. But that one was quite controversial because she used transgender in it. She used full transgender, so obviously men that had become women. And then she used part transgender as well. So it was actually a girl in it with a penis. So I thought, fair play to her for breaking the mould there and for being brave enough to do that.
Yeah.
And did you actually know she pays for all of that? She pays for the whole, like she creates the script, her and Dick Bush. They do.
Because her and Dick Bush used to be going out, didn't they?
They went out together, yes, they did. But now they're just best friends. And I love that actually. Well, they were best friends before, went together, and then obviously, didn't work. I think it must be hard in that industry to get a boyfriend. She often is quite open and says how, like, people always ask her, does it make relationships hard? And she says, oh, every man can handle it until I go to work, get raw dogged, and then they can't fucking handle it. I think it's...
Unless she ends up being someone who is also in the porn industry.
Yes.
Understands it. Because I see on her, was it her Insta?
Yeah.
She had, she was on a, I don't know if it's a date, but she was like gone to a comedy place with this guy, the plumber.
Paul the plumber,
yes.
I saw, so I'm nosy as fuck. I just feel like because I watch her, I feel like I'm like fucking best friends with her. Did you see she posted a pic and he commented straight underneath it. And I watched his story. Fucking hell, he's doing some weird workout thing. Will told me what it was. I can't remember what it's called. But Jesus Christ, he's got some core strength on him. I was like, damn. But didn't they sort of have a little thing? Because I saw on their Insta. Yeah. And I thought, I feel like...
Looks like a little date going on.
Little date night, wasn't it? I thought that. Exciting times. But most of these men in the sex industry, I don't know about you, but I find them fucking cringy. It's all the whole face touch thing for me. And the, like... I can't. It gives me the ick. What women are watching that and getting turned on? I would much rather...
A dad bod.
Yeah, no, I can't say
I love a dad bod.
My man's fucking fit and he goes gym and...
See, my man hasn't got a man bod, he's got a nice bod. He's got a nice, perfect bod.
Yeah. And do you know what?
I don't like bulky... I've been with guys like that and I just don't like it.
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I don't like it because I'm a...
She loves it.
I love it. No, but I don't like when they've got like traps on traps and like, too much. I would say my man is just perfect because actually he hasn't got a six-pack. Because I don't really like a six-pack and I hate that V there.
Oh, I love the V.
No, see, I know, we're so different in taste. I hate the V.
I love the V.
Oh, I love the V. I just don't. It doesn't do it for me. So he's got a real nice stomach. He thinks he's fat and it's so not. It's just nice and it's just perfect. He's got them real broad shoulders and he's like not a V because he's not that skinny, but he's just got a triangle. That's what the word I was looking for. He's got triangles. So he's got real broad shoulders and.
So mine's got nice arms. So my boy's got this pole that goes across his door.
Oh yeah, like a pull-up bar.
And I said to Matty, oh man, you give it a go. And he's doing it. I was looking at his arms. I was like, fuck yeah, just perving over him.
I know, it's great, isn't it? I do love to sexualise my man sometimes.
I do.
And I like it when it makes him go all like, coy, because I prefer him like that than when I say you're fucking fit and he says, I know. And I'm like, all right, big head, calm down. I preferred you when you didn't know. But I don't know where I was going. We went on a tangent with that one, and now I'm thinking of him.
So
what was I talking about? I need to put the puppy pads down. Did I tell you about that life hack one time?
No.
To save your bed sheets.
Oh yeah, you put puppy pad down.
Puppy pads.
But you can actually buy waterproof sheets.
I know, because you
from
got them, but I
Shein.
could never find it.
From Shein.
And then I just think, I gave up with that whole wet life, if I'm honest. It weren't for me. I can't deal with it.
I'm a squirter, I can't.
I know. Every time though, like, really.
No, it depends how good the guy is.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So I've been with guys who don't make me squirt, but then I've been like, my recent one, he just makes me squirt all the
good.
time.
I thought, fucking hell, was we doing it?
No, he's amazing.
I just think with that, I just don't know. It's not for me. It never has been for me. I told you, we've been there. I'm not a squirter, I'm a dribbler. But it's more so, I just feel like it's effort. And I feel like it's the cause of cystitis for me. I'm very sensitive down there. It's another topic for another show.
Yes.
But I can't remember where I was going with whatever I was going there with. But now we've gone on a tangent. Let's just fucking roll with it. Roll with it. Any new monthly recommendations? Because last month we talked about what did we talk about? The morgasm.
The morgasm.
We did. So have you tried out any new ones? Because we were going to give a monthly recommendation.
We were. What one have I used recently?
I will start off by telling you I bought this thing and it looks like a fucking mouse. A computer mouse. Like, she's massive. It's from the morgasm range. I called her she. She is a big fat mouse. Like, it's huge. And I just don't know what to do with it. I can't lie.
What are you supposed to do with
It's
it?
meant to be a clit stim, so it's got like, it's generally like round like this, like a computer mouse, but instead of the two clicky buttons, it's got like a hole there. So I'm guessing you're meant to wedge your clit in it, but it's so fucking big and bulky, and it's definitely not a partnership thing. So that was a waste of 50 quid.
Oh, fucking hell.
Fucking does
I hate
red
when
and
that
I said,
happens.
do you reckon I could rebox it up, seal it and take it back? And then I thought, no, because I bet they're just non-refundable from the minute you buy them, aren't they? Pissed me off, because I thought, why do I keep wasting money on these toys that I know I don't like?
Do you know what? I haven't actually used many toys with me.
No.
Because I'm just
Quite satisfied.
obsessed.
Yeah.
just happy with ourselves.
Yeah?
Do you know what I mean? But then we've been together, 6 months? You and your partner have been together a lot longer.
Yeah, but we're still, I think if anything, we're more nymphomaniacs now than we were to start. We've got a bucket list at the minute. It's called the Kinky Bucket List. It's quite fun, actually, working our way through that, even though most of it we've done. So we've restarted from scratch, you know. We thought, right, we're entering year 2. Let's keep it fresh. I
love a good sex bucket list.
It was great. I've never done one. So
You've never done one?
No, never. I've done a lot of firsts with him, which I think is quite nice. I like that. So yeah, we've got one of them. We ticked off absolute like no-goes because I thought we'd go for it. There wasn't many. There was only about 4. Like, it was my first absolute no was like threesome with another man. I was like, no, not for me. I will entertain it with a woman.
Yeah, I prefer having a threesome with 2 women and a man than 2 men
Never
and a
done
woman.
it, so that's left there for open. And then there was a couple of things that we just thought, one was like sex in the office, and I was like, well, neither of us work in an office. And I was like, unless we break into an office, and
That'd be
but
fun.
then if we don't want to breaking and entering into the fucking
Well, just don't get caught.
I know, right? Don't get caught.
Don't leave your evidence of
Famous
sperm
last
either. DNA.
Famous last words. Don't get caught. Can you imagine if we did though? So yeah, that's where we're at the minute. It's quite cute. We're making like sexy kinky bucket list, and I just like that we're still as intimate as we are. I don't think that will ever change for us.
We love going away to little naughty weekends at the moment. So once a month we go away to like a hotel.
That's nice.
For a naughty weekend.
Hotel sex is good.
I love hotel sex.
It's great, isn't it? Cause...
And then what we're doing next one, 'cause we're supposed to go this month, but Secret Escapes fucked up.
Oh no.
And we end up having to go to Lincoln. So we got our money back for that, but we're going away. So I like going to a hotel, which is a spa. You have your dinner there in the nice restaurant.
You like to do the
you have a lot of sex, a few drinks,
yeah.
and you stay in the hotel the whole time.
In the spa.
Do you want me to quick blow job in the sauna if no one's in there?
Oh, that's talented.
Way in the steam room. Way.
I don't think I've ever done any of this. I feel like I need to up my game.
Can you imagine though? if I went into, do you know, a steam room you can't see, and I sucked the wrong willy?
You're like, Dad, Maddie, has the heat shrunken in here? And he's sat next to him while he's on the next step.
Like this 70-year-old man.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
Like,
You've
my
got
dad.
Giles sat there like...
What?
Mr. Giles sat there like...
Don't say a child.
A child? No, I'm not ending up on the register.
You children, fuck's sake.
Fucking fucking dead. No, Giles. I don't know why Giles. I think that was the first name that popped into
Giles,
my head.
I don't even know a Giles.
Well, no, I don't. But it's
Giles!
no. Trigger warning! Well, it's not Giles. Do we not know a Giles?
Miles.
From way back when.
Oh, I know a Giles. Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah.
Right.
It's a name I'd rather forget.
Trigger! What was I going to say? Right. We're going to play a quick game.
Yes, let's do it.
So we're going to do, I decided to do, so you know you have smash, pass and kill or whatever.
Oh, you got like snog, marry, avoid, or like, yeah.
So
like...
we're going to do smash, pass and flash.
Perfect.
So you either smash him, I've said,
Smash him.
Fuck him off, or flash him, give him a little bit of titty action.
Flash on there. Are you going
Do
to
you want me to go first or do you want to go first?
Yeah, go on. Because I really struggled. Because I fucking hate being put on the spot.
My first three are Indiana Jones,
Fuck me.
Homer Simpson, and the Joker.
Okay, I didn't know we were going this crazy. Mine look really shit now. Right, well, out of all three of them, we got Homer Simpson, I'm Indiana Jones, and who?
The Joker.
What, as in his Joker form, or like Joaquin Phoenix, the actual actor? The actual Joker.
Yeah, but come on, he looks like a bit of a guy who takes you to the psycho ward. Do you know what I mean? Everyone loves a bit of a guy who takes you to the psycho ward.
I don't know, but I'm going to smash Indiana Jones because fuck it, why not?
He would have the stamina.
He's got a fucking lasso.
Whippy whip whip.
I will smash. Who am I going to flash? I mean, either I'll flash the Joker. You have a little bit of tea.
And
I'll pass on Homer because...
Oh, Homer.
I know.
He's a lovely family man.
He
Stable.
Is. Well, I'm going to change mine now then slightly because...
Ooh.
So I went for Ryan Reynolds, but I'm going to rejig and we're going to go Deadpool.
Ooh.
I know, because in his Deadpoolness...
I don't care who else it is, I'm smashing Deadpool.
Barry from EastEnders. It just really came into the mind bank. Janine.
Okay, so I'm going to...
And Hugh Jackman. So I was
I thought you said Janine as well.
No, that's what he shouts, only, old Barry.
And Hugh Jackman.
And Hugh Jackman, but not as Wolverine, just as Hugh Jackman, as the Greatest Showman. Because I feel like he looked a bit gay like that. So Deadpool, Barry from EastEnders, because we've got to keep it real, and Hugh Jackman.
That's so difficult because I want to smash Hugh Jackman and Deadpool. So probably Deadpool because he has a bit of humour.
He is funny.
So
you
smash.
do like him funny. Smash Deadpool.
And then I feel Barry needs a bit of a flash because he didn't really get much action. So I feel like give him a bit of a...
Give him one.
A little bit of a...
And you're going to pass on Hugh Jackman.
I know.
Ooh.
But maybe he might think, oh, she's not a slag. She doesn't want to sleep with me.
He might think...
Play the long game.
Very
come running back.
That's hilarious. That's so funny.
Right, my next one to you is... Let me see, where is it?
I only actually picked two for my
Right, Lady Gaga.
Oh.
Cher.
Oh, we're going female.
Or Pinocchio.
In honour of me going to Disneyland next month. Right,
and being a child.
I mean...
I
feel like I will pass on Pinocchio because I don't even know what age this boy is. Is he consensual age? Pass on Pinocchio.
Perfect, Bonnie Blue.
Perfect, send her away.
Send
Pinocchio
to
coming
Bonnie
through.
Blue. This big nose. Everyone's got these bandanas. He's like fucking with the nose.
So Lady Gaga and Cher. I mean Lady Gaga. I'm gonna smash Cher. She's a fucking OG legend.
She is. Back time.
Do you believe
in love after love?
She is actually amazing.
She is.
And she's fucking stunning. Have you seen her still? I'm sure she's had some work, but
I'm
gonna smash Cher and I'm gonna flash Lady Gaga. I'm gonna give her She can have a bit of my titties. Right, well I'm gonna have to retail mine because if you went female, I'm gonna throw them out just off the top of my head. Let's go. And Nicki Minaj.
Yes.
Georgia Toffolo.
Who's her?
She's a very skinny blonde posh girl. She was in the jungle.
Oh no!
Georgia
yes, and she's
Toffolo.
in Made in Chelsea.
Yes. Because why not throw a posh one out there? And Minnie Mouse. Seeing as you want to send the fucking characters in. Minnie Mouse. Oh,
so, what's the first one again?
Nicki Minaj. Because I thought do it for the big busty Barbs. Is she a Barbs? Yeah, she calls her friends the Barbs.
And the second one is?
The second one was Georgia Toffolo. Posh little blonde girl from Chelsea.
So I'd smash Nicki Minaj.
Yes. I would think you would say that. Yeah.
I'd probably pass Minnie Mouse.
Pass
Minnie or
Minnie.
Mickey. It
We're not
depends. Minnie or
gonna do
Mickey
that.
Mouse, which one, or both?
I mean, if you want a threesome. Oh, boy, I'm sure he's up for it.
Why?
Oh, boy.
Gee.
Minnie would be so upset, wouldn't she? Oh my god, that's hilarious. So pass on Minnie.
She'd have married with Mickey
Flash.
Mouse.
Imagine if you said smash. I think we have something wrong. That's hilarious. Next time I feel like we need a theme for that because we went way out there with characters. We'll definitely pick a theme. I like that game though.
Yeah, that was
a good one. That was a funny one.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So
a good way to end the podcast.
yes, we've been fucking hilarious.
And you have been listening.
As usual. Follow the socials.
We go on Insta, Facebook, X, YouTube.
And we got banned from TikTok, but
And we got banned from TikTok.
oh well, maybe the ban will last as long as it did in the USA. What did it make it? About a fucking day.
I know, all that hype for
I
nothing.
know. So pathetic. So we'll see you next month.
And remember, if you're gonna tap it,
Wrap it.
and we'll see you
Next month.
Bye.
Bye.